banners to signage. Let me see, refresh page, try something, problem persists. Um, yeah, and so we do a lot of different printing, and and so what we're doing this time is we're trying to help one of our friends promote the car show that's coming up this weekend, and so we're personally going to we're going to raffle off three wrap items. One of them being a custom hood. We're going to do a custom tailgate, and we're going to do a custom rear window. So if you guys haven't already signed up, go to our social media page. We got the registration link. Now on the registration, we're going to cap that out tomorrow at midnight. And so if after that, you have to get on the next one. And so we're already getting a bunch of people registering for that. So go to our Facebook page. If you're on TikTok, if you also follow us on Facebook, I'll have my wife put the link to the registration. That way you guys can submit your entry. So now it's one per category, right? So if you know if you go multiple times, we're only going to put one per category. Let me see. We got our first guest coming in. All right. Let me
Yes,
see.
sir.
What's going on, Bone?
What's up? What's up?
How are you, man?
Doing good. Doing
Thank,
good.
thank you for taking the time to join us here. Uh, so, Bone, I was just letting everybody know because I'm also going live on TikTok and I'm on our Facebook page and YouTube as well. So I wanted to take the time just kind of for you to introduce yourself, let us know, who you are, the company that you owned, and kind of give us like a brief overview of the car show, what inspired you to do it, and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. So Bonifacio Perez, my name, aka Bone. So everybody knows me as Bone. Um, Company I own and business I built is Premier Auto Custom, and is just something that I had put together to try and build something for my family and my kids that we can come together and do, and then of course have a business that's something they could be involved with later in life. So
Hmm.
um, the car show pretty much came together, man. It's a good friend of mine, Jamie Merrill, kind of reached out to me and was like, "Hey, there's got to be something we can do together to bring something back to Abilene, bring some life to the car scene." And just kind of pitched me the idea of having a car show, man, and the light bulb went off once he said that, and it was kind of a concert car show at that point, and then the car show thing just took off, and he was like, you know what, you got it, man, just go, just run with it. So
Hmm.
just mainly bringing people together in Abilene. That's the main thing I want to do with the car show is kind of introduce people to a lot of the smaller companies like myself and, you guys like starting and not really starting, but, we're still trying to build, our clientele and stuff. So I wanted people to come together and, promote their businesses and promote their cars, their car clubs, and just kind of try to figure out how to get the Abilene community together so that we can all, have things that we can do together and we all benefit off of it. So,
Yeah, for
that's one
sure.
of the other main things about the car show.
Yeah, that's one thing that I can testify, man, is that you definitely have a heart to help people. You have helped us in our business big time. Like we're actually now installing, from your facilities, and
Yes,
man,
sir.
it has been a blessing in our lives. So thank you once again for that.
Yes, sir.
And I think only positive things can happen from this car show. Um,
Absolutely.
I've been wanting to do set up a booth at a car show, and I know a lot of people in the car scene. Several of them are our customers. We print different things for them, and but one thing that I've known, and maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, but in order to really capture the hearts of car people, you actually have to be a car person. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
show up to the events. You got to have a ride that you register in it in
Yes,
the
sir.
event. A booth, do something. To let them see your face and not
Yes, sir.
just like for us, just a company that can print stuff for you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
because anybody could do that, but once you become a car person, it's like they embrace you as their own, and
Yes, sir.
I got people in the car in car clubs calling me brother and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
absolutely.
about right there.
Yeah,
But
it's actually it does help, when you can relate to people, right? You can do the work to get it done, but that relatability is this, is being involved into the same things that everybody's involved in. It's like the cars, when everybody's involved in the cars, we all kind of band together. There's a couple local car clubs that meet up on Saturday nights, and they all just network, and they get together, they hang out, they network. Do you know this person? We know this. I'm looking to do this, so once
yeah,
you can actually relate to people, man, it's a great thing. It's a brotherhood, in every aspect, and
sure.
it's great. It can be in cars or bikes or trucks or lowriders or whatever it may be. Just cars or vehicles in general. So
Yeah, yeah,
your business and my business, we can relate to them. So,
yeah, for
and
sure.
this is going to make us more, relative and be able to connect with our customers for sure.
Yeah. So beside the cars, I know that you got several people that are already registered. Tell me a little bit more about the show, like the entertainment that's coming, and maybe any special, like special guests that are coming in that you want to kind of
Yeah,
shout
man.
out.
So we have our main guest or special guest is going to be Sauce Baby with Dope House Records. He's pulling up and he's got the tour bus he's pulling up with, and if I'm not mistaken, he's going to set up for the car show and have some merch out there for sale. So
What?
Sauce Baby's going to show up and be out there. They're going to have all the Dope House Records merch out there for sale. So. I'm almost certain he's going to be out there hanging out with us most of the day, and you'll be able to interact with these guys. I think it's just a great artist to put with our car show because
Hmm.
I feel like we all relate to each other, and it's one of those artists that's actually going to come in and put on for the people and make sure it's a great show. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So Sauce Baby's going to be there. It's being hosted by Zay Pacino 5K. So
Hmm.
he's a good
Who's
friend of
Zay?
mine, and I think that's going to be a good deal. So.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping to get Zay on here in a little bit and kind of chat with him and stuff. So tell me about like when's the start time of the show, and
Yes,
how do
sir.
people register their vehicles? I mean, what's the
Yeah.
deadline for that and the cost for that?
So on the registry, just kind of make it clear because we had some confusion before today. Which again, it's my first show, so I'm still trying to figure out all these things and work out all these little, these little worms that I'm trying to figure out. So
Yeah.
the entry fees and stuff, you reach out to me. My name is on Facebook. It's spelled Bone Perez backwards, so ENOBZEREP. So you can reach out to me on Facebook or reach out to me on over the phone 325-665-9587,
Hmm.
and I can get you hooked up with getting your cars registered. Um, Inside the show is going to be $45 to register, and then outside the show is going to be $25 to register outside.
Hmm.
That fee does include the driver entry fee. So I kind of wanted to make that clear. I was kind of had some confusion of that on my end on how that was going to work. So
Hmm.
the entry fee for the car will cover the driver, whether it be inside or outside.
Yeah.
But the best place to buy the tickets right now for the best price is going to be at the Civic Center in person. You can buy those tickets, and I believe I heard earlier they were $22. So you can buy them in person for $22, or you can buy them on e-tix on the web, the link we have provided, and you'll probably pay an extra $2 or $3 online fee. Yeah,
Yeah.
online fees there. So it's best to buy those in person before the day of the show or online before the day of the show. The day of the show, the prices will go up a tad bit. So it's best to go ahead and get those locked in and let's get you
Yeah.
guys ready to show up.
So that's this Saturday, man. It's Thursday now. We got
Yes, sir.
tomorrow and then Saturday. So those of you guys who want to sign up, I had somebody a little earlier saying when's the deadline. I was like, man, the deadline is right now.
Right now.
Don't
Let's
wait,
let's
don't
let's
wait.
get in.
Let's get
Yes,
after
sir.
it. And
So I'll
so
have the doors open also Saturday morning. I get access to the Civic Center about 5:30 a.m. for the guys that want to kind of show up, set up displays, and kind of go a little more elaborate displays, or the guys that just want to come in, set their cars up early, and be able to go get breakfast and do what they want to do, and then come back to the show when it's ready to rock and roll.
yep, yep. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna set up a booth. Hopefully, we can. If I could get those stands from you, we'll do some demonstrations on something, or
Yes, sir.
have something wrapped, and We got cards. We might even have some candy and stuff like that,
Yes,
depending
sir.
on what my wife can put together. But man, I appreciate that. Is there anything else that I had some questions here, but is there anything else that you wanted to say in regards to that? I know you're busy, so I want to give you some time to go out and
Yeah.
get your work
No,
done.
man. I think just everybody come out, and have a good time. This is going to be a good family function. All the kids are going to be there. Again, I didn't mention a minute ago, kids that are 10 years and under are free and
Okay.
welcome to the show. So you don't have to worry about paying for the little ones. You want to bring them out and let them run around a little bit. I'm still trying to working on something for that. If I can get that nailed down tonight, I think we'll have something for them to do. So either way, they're going to have a lot of cars out there, a lot of people, and it's going to be a great time. So guys, show up, support. And in the future, if there's something we can do to help, to pay back the support, just send it to me. Send it to me. I'm more than welcome to support. More than welcome to show up and do my part for other people as well.
Yeah, so those of you guys who got the bounce houses, get with
Yes,
my
sir.
man Bone and go ahead and set one up, and we'll make sure that you get paid and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
You scratch our back, we scratch yours type deal. So
Yes, sir.
get with him and let's get it done. We got a day to get everything locked in. But Bone man, I appreciate your time. I
Yes,
hope that
sir.
a bunch of people are watching this and you get a ton of people register and just it's a success along the way, and we're going to try to do the best that we can for sure.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate the time too. I
All
appreciate
right,
all your
man.
help.
We'll go get back to work, man, and let me know how it
Got
goes.
to do it. Yes, sir.
All right, then, man. Talk to you later.
All right, boss.
Yeah. All right, so that was my man Bone. We're gonna send out the invite to our next person. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Andre if Andre's available. That way we could talk a little bit about what he's got going on. But yeah, just to kind of TikTok, just to kind of let you guys know, we got this car show that's going on here in Abilene, and so us Red Alpha Custom Prints, we're doing our part to kind of bring in as many people together. It's like we print for a lot of the people that are going to set up at the show, that are organizing the show, and then in the community. So what we're trying to do is kind of become like a bridge. It's like we got people that we're connected to over here, and people we got connected over there, and then, so we're trying to bring them together and just do our part to be a bridge in this community, right? If you're from Abilene, you kind of know what I mean, right? We need more people that can be bridges and not have, those people doing their thing over there, and then these people doing the, let's come together, let's do something that's going to benefit the community, something positive in the community. And I'm not saying that there's not positive things. There are definitely positive things in the community, but we want to do our part to make sure that we kind of like make that environment flourish, right? So I'm going to send out that link to Andre Gwynn. He is going to be our next guest, and see if he's available. If not, you get to hear me talk again. Zay, if you're listening, let me know. I'll send you the link. All right. So while I'm waiting for Andre to link up with us, I wanted to show you the flyer. This is the official flyer. It's going on this weekend, and so we're gonna be there. So Sauce Baby is gonna be there Saturday, May 9th, from 1 to 7, and we're gonna have a booth, and so our booth is gonna be awesome. And if our booth isn't the best booth out there, I'm gonna cry because we sell these types of things. You know what I mean? And so we put put a lot of effort into the design and the setup. And man, if we don't win, I'm gonna talk to Bone to see if we can't have some sort of display award, because I want a belt for our thing, man. Because it's like we put in a lot of work, and we're gonna try to go all out. We're gonna go ham, like that one guy that told us to go ham. We're gonna go ham with our display. And Andre, where you at? So my next guest is Andre. He's with the Salvation Army, and so I think there he is. Let's see. TikTok. I'm sorry. I wish we were connected. Andre, what's going on, sir?
What's good? What's good? What's going on, family? How you doing this evening?
Doing good, man. Thank you for joining us. Just got off with the promoter of the car show, Bonifacio Perez. He's with Auto Custom, Premier Auto Customs. He's the one putting on the show. I'm not sure if you had a chance to see it. We're going live on YouTube and our Facebook page and also on TikTok. And so, he just got off, and then I'm waiting on Zay to get with us to see if he's gonna be able to make it, but the show must go on, and I knew that you were available, you're ready to go, and this is your world right here, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
it might be my world, but this is my first time on Riverside app. I
what?
must say, it's piqued my interest. I
Hmm.
definitely will probably be using this app from this point forward.
Yeah, there's some good things about it, man. Because I was like, I want to be able to stream like on all the channels, right? At the same time, I want to be able to like chat with people and not like right now. What I'm doing is I got my phone over here with TikTok, right? And so I got to look up at TikTok, but then right here on my main camera, where I can see you, I'm streaming to our Facebook page and our YouTube. And it's not that I didn't try. It's just TikTok has a lot of hoops that you gotta jump through in order to get
Yeah.
there, whatever that key is, right? So I was
Hmm.
like, well, I can go live on my phone, so let's go ahead and do that, and then you just kind of got to make it work, right?
Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
got to go where the people at.
That's right. So TikTok, don't get mad at me if I don't look at you because I got to focus right over here too. So, but anyways, we're gonna try to go back and forth and look over here at TikTok and then look back here at you and the other things. But
Yes,
Andre,
sir.
whenever I first started seeing your content, I think that's how I met you. Is I started seeing your content that you create both on TikTok and Facebook and I think I follow you on Instagram and all the other ones, right? And
Yeah.
the one thing that stood out to me is that like your creativity with the content creation.
Yeah.
I mean, you're funny, you're creative. I mean, you got a diverse like palette, if you want to call it. You're into a bunch of different things, and so I never get tired or bored of looking at your content, man. I think one of the connections that we had besides the business that we do is you were friends with a very good friend of mine who passed away, Jimmy Chicon,
Yes,
and
sir.
so Jimmy Ninja is what he's known at as here, around here and in a bunch of different places, right?
Yeah.
And so I saw Jimmy do some things with you. I think you guys had a show or an episode of your show that you did together, and that kind of piqued my interest. I was like, all right, so this guy is probably one of my people too, because Jimmy was definitely one of my people, man, and
Yeah.
I miss him big time.
You know how I met Jimmy. I started a TikTok profile called The State of Gaming. I kind of
Hmm.
wanted to be a podcast, kind of sit around talk about video games, your inspiration, and what video games you played growing up. And for that particular episode, I wanted to talk about fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter,
Oh
Tekken,
yeah.
all the
Mhm.
bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, let me look out into the community and see who I feel like is a geek slash nerd slash gamer, but is serious about that martial arts.
That's right.
And that's how I came across Jimmy. And so I
Hmm.
reached out to him on Facebook Messenger. I was like, bro, I really would like for you to come to my crib, and which is already weird. Have some random stranger message you on Facebook and say, hey, can you come by my house and let me
Uh,
record you?
yes, yes.
But
Jimmy
he
was
was,
probably bright eye and bushy tail, man. He's like that's Jimmy's thing, and
yeah,
if it's
he
not
was
weird, you
cool.
won't find him there, man.
Yeah, he wasn't tripping at all. He's like, man, let's set a date. I'll come through. We'll talk video games. We'll talk martial arts. We'll talk all of that stuff, man. And he came through. He knocked it out. Complete gentleman, cool
Yeah,
as the other side of the pillow, man. And that was my dude from that point on, man. I,
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I I truly, I have to say, on my heart, I miss Jimmy. I got my Jimmy Ninja decal on the side of my car. It goes
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere with me,
We
man.
printed
So
that, by the way. We
that's
printed that
right.
decal.
That's right, man. And that was a big loss for the city of Abilene.
Yeah, for sure, man. He was definitely a person that would support you without any type of judgment. He was a big supporter of everything Red Alpha. We printed for him since, man, when he moved back from Florida, we were doing stuff with his Premier Fight Night things that he was doing with another friend of mine that passed away, James Cox.
Mhm.
And so, it's like, what's going on, man? All my friends that I've had for a long time are starting to
Yeah.
leave, man.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Jimmy, and then so that's whenever I started following you, and then you ended up getting a position with the Salvation Army, and then that's kind of like where our relationship started growing there because you guys had some needs from the services that we offered, and so I got a list of questions that you sent me, so I want to go ahead and try to run those by you and have you answer those to the best
Yes,
of
sir. Fire
your.
away.
So the first one that you had here is so as far as the Salvation Army goes, how do people volunteer?
So, the surefire way to volunteer for the Salvation Army is to contact me.
Hmm.
You can call our phone number. It's 325-677-1408. You can look us up online, the Salvation Army Abilene. We have our own website. Make sure you put that Abilene part in it because the Big Brother Salvation Army also has a website and it'll direct you to them. But
Yeah.
you want to go to the Salvation Army Abilene website. You can connect us that way, or you can email me, or you can stop by. Now, I
Hmm.
will say the best times of the year to volunteer for the Salvation Army is going to be Angel Tree, and it's going to be our Red Kettle event, which is our bell ringers that go out in front of your WalMarts, the local mall, Mall of Abilene, ringing that bell with that red kettle
Yeah.
and wishing everybody holiday cheer. So
Yeah.
those are the two best ways, but we do have other opportunities throughout the year that you can volunteer for.
Yeah. So yeah, that red kettlebell is out. Actually, I think that that's how we were introduced to the Salvation Army as far
Hmm.
as a company a couple of years ago with one of your old captains.
Yep.
And so we got the opportunity to wrap a charger for you guys. And
Hmm.
man, that charger looked good. And your captain said, "Hey man, just do your thing and just make sure that these logos and this message is on it." And so I believe Star Dodge or one of the other companies was the one that donated the car or at least lent it to you guys to use for that
Yeah.
season.
It's gone now. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah,
Everybody keeps
he
talking
might
about
have
it,
took it
man, and
with
I
him.
missed it.
Might have took it with him, man. That was a nice car. It had some racing stripes on it, and I mean
Dang.
it looked good. It was black with red, and I mean it looked really good, man.
Yeah, I would have loved to try
Yeah, for sure.
that.
It would have been good for this car show if that one would have entered in the car
Yes.
show. Probably would have won best in show or something, man. And so,
Yeah. Now we just got this big old emergency response canteen, which is not a
oh
bad
yeah.
thing, but it's not as
Yeah.
attractive as
Well,
it's flashy.
what about that one that you do for Walmart or something like that? That little vehicle's kind of sharp too. You might want to
Yeah.
enter that into the car show.
You talking the box? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And so, but yeah, that's how we were introduced as a company, and then since then it just kind of, we kind of developed a relationship with you, and just anytime that you guys need something. As a matter of fact, we're doing some stickers on something that you're working on for one of your sponsors,
Yeah.
and so you'll be able to pick that up tomorrow. We'll be on time with that, and so then the next question we had here is like how do companies like mine and others that might be tuning in, how do they connect with local Abilenians on social media?
So you want to make sure that it's all about making relatable content.
Hmm.
As long as your content is relatable, it's something that your other fellow Abilenians are going through, whether it's the housing crisis or the AI facilities or the road construction or
Yeah,
Hendrix taking over the mall. Like everybody can see themselves and connect with that type of content, and just
yeah,
finding a way to work it and use it into what you're doing. For
yeah,
me, I have several TikTok profiles. My two main ones, Andre's Imagination. I just now hit 13,000 followers. I
yeah.
have over 800,000 likes over my content. My
That's
second one is Abilene Talk, and I go around supporting and interviewing small businesses here locally, not only for the people that are already living here, but for the people that are new to Abilene that are moving in
mhm,
because of our population expansion. So
yeah,
I make relatable content
yeah,
that people can get down with. Anybody that drives up and down South 14th Street right now knows it's like American Gladiators right now.
yeah, yeah.
So when you make content about that, say, a tire company or a car sales company, and you say, hey,
Mhm,
this is what's going on, make something funny about it, people connect with that. People
yeah,
watch it, people like it, people will reshare and repost that content. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it's really about, is making it local and making it relatable.
Yeah, absolutely, man. One of our best performing videos was one that I did. it was like the intro to the Sopranos song.
Yeah, I
And,
saw that one.
but it was an Abilene version, right? So
Yeah,
it's like I was driving around town, and of course, if you're from Abilene, you know exactly where I was going. And I even did the Tony Soprano, with the cigar, and I
yeah,
tried to make it as close. It came out all right, and that's the one that like we get people saying, hey, I saw that video,
yeah.
and therefore I want you to rap my bands,
And
So
people see that they like, oh, I
yeah,
know where that's at. Oh, I used to get my breakfast burritos from there. Like
that's right.
they
Yeah,
like seeing that stuff in
yeah,
videos, man. And I think people really overlook like how simple it is to make a video that connects with an audience.
yeah.
One time I was driving from Dallas and I was on I-20 headed back to Abilene, and it was nighttime, and off to the right of I-20 was a bunch of red blinking lights just blinking away. They're probably windmills or something over there. So I recorded it, and then there's a video game I played called Helldivers 2. I put the
Mhm.
sound effect from Helldivers 2 to this video that I just recorded while I was going down the freeway, put it together, and said West Texas was being invaded. And so people that played Helldivers 2 that live in Abilene or live in West Texas, they connected with that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as simple as that TikTok was, it was like a 7 or 12-second TikTok, man. It got like 60,000 views. I didn't say anything. I didn't do
Mhm.
anything. I just
Mhm.
pointed my phone and recorded it. But I
Yeah,
connected those two things and made it local,
yeah,
and that's what it made it connect to people. So
yeah.
it's as simple as that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And you like every one of your pieces of content, man. I'm sitting there, I'm like, if I'm not reacting, I'm laughing, I'm rolling on the floor laughing, man. It's just it's awesome, man. I
I
definitely
appreciate
I'm
it.
inspired by you. Let's put it that way, man.
I appreciate that,
It's
man.
definitely cool. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I think that you're right. Just being authentic, but trying to be relatable to to other people, that are in the community.
Yeah.
It's like, the Bible says we're supposed to be peculiar people, but that don't mean that we have to be socially awkward.
Yeah.
You got to be able to rub elbows with people and kind of, chop it up like what we're doing right here, and
Hmm.
and then let them know that you're a real person. You're not an AI bot.
Exactly. And just I just want to add just a little something. And I was talking to somebody else that hit me up on TikTok about it. He wants to start streaming video games, but he's like, the games that I like to stream, people are already streaming that stuff.
Yeah,
And it doesn't matter what it is you do.
right.
People enjoy you, so therefore they enjoy your content. It don't matter what it is. You can sit there and look at an anthill and do voiceover commentary on the ants coming in and out of the anthill. And if
Oh,
it's funny,
yeah,
people they're gonna tune into thousands of videos of you doing anthill commentary.
yeah,
It's all about personality. It's all
yeah,
about being authentic. It's all about connecting with your audience and being real and
absolutely.
being yourself. So for anybody that's on the fence out there about doing content, making content, being in front of the camera, or making, directing or writing scripts, I'm telling you, the best practice is to do it. Get out
Just get
there.
on them.
The
Yeah.
more you do it, the better you get at it.
That's right. I mean, this is the first time that I've hosted anything like this, is live stream, and it's like I was like, all right, well, this is how we're gonna do it, and I don't know exactly how to do that or do this, but we're gonna do it, and so here we are, right? And so the next
Yes,
one's gonna
sir.
be better, but this one's going all right too, So,
Yes, sir.
but yeah, so that's content creation. Got another one here. Let me see. That's how companies connect to Abilenians on social media. This one right here says, how can businesses connect with you on social media for content creation? Because that's one of the things that I think, outside of the work that you do with the Salvation Army, you actually help small businesses get seen here in Abilene.
Yes.
Whether it's you're just going over there, popping in and giving them a shout out on your channels, but some of the advice that you have that you give, I mean, basically you're giving, you're just kind of, how do you say it? You're giving them that knowledge.
Yeah.
And
It's free
so
game.
yeah, yeah, there you go. I wanted to say that, but I feel like I'm a little too old to use those things. So I try to be careful. I wanted to say free game, but I didn't know if the cool kids are still saying that now.
Look, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We the unks. We
That's right.
made it. It's a badge of honor to have gray hairs and be
Yeah,
unks but still
yeah,
look young and youthful. So,
that's right.
I
That's right.
look, you my dog. We
That's
gonna
right.
use the word game.
That's right. There you go, man. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So if you're looking to get on the game, you definitely want to talk to Andre. He can help your business out. Help it grow locally and
Yes.
organically. And he's got a lot of knowledge when it comes to content creation. If you're not already following him, where can they follow you on social media?
So for my small businesses here in the city of Abilene, in the Taylor County area, I'll even go as far as the Concho Valley or Midland, Odessa. You
Nice.
want to follow me on Abilene Talk. So it's the city Abilene, Abilene, and TOK at the end of it. Abilene Talk. And I guarantee you, once you start typing it in, you're probably going to see my video start popping up.
Yeah.
But one thing that I definitely want to mention, I'm doing it for free. I am
Yeah.
not one video of any of those small businesses that you see on my platform am I charging. None
Yeah.
of them. And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. From pesticide, pest control, to tires and tire rotations, to lemonades, to cultural original. Like
Yeah.
I like to
Hey.
put on for my city.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not charging nothing for this. I like
Yeah.
to see people prosper. I like to see people
Mhm.
grow. I like to see people expand. And I like to see people put Abilene on the map.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
follow me on Abilene Talk. Send me an email, abilenetalk325@gmail.com. Send me an email if you have to. Some people don't have TikTok, but they still want the exposure. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Send me an email. We'll figure it out. But reach out to me if you're a barber, you detail cars, you
Yeah.
do rap. Well, no, because he Red Alpha got it sold on the raps. So you got to do
Bring it.
something else.
There's nothing wrong with healthy competition, man. It's like our generation don't fear that competition, man. It's like bring it. I'll talk smack while we're doing it. I'll tell you how I'm gonna do it. Like if I'm just gonna go straight to the bucket, or if I'm gonna shoot a three on you, or if I'm gonna throw a touchdown, or if I'm gonna throw a curveball or knuckleball and strike you out. It don't matter what the game is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come up and I'm gonna compete. And
Yes,
so
sir.
that's how we do it in the rap game and everything that we do. I show up to compete, and I don't like losing, but it's one of those things. It's like I know that there's people that can teach me how to be better. So
Yes, sir.
competition can be a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It keeps
I'm not
everybody
gonna.
honest and it keeps everybody motivated and
That's right.
innovative.
That's right,
You
and
know?
it elevates everybody.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
healthy competition is good. It's good for our community, right?
yeah.
So then there's the last question here. Um, how can businesses network here in Abilene?
So, I spent a lot of my years. I moved back to Abilene in 2012. I started out minimum wage, 7.25 an hour, doing landscaping at 100 degrees temperature and 40-degree winters. And I knew the only way I was going to get up out of where I was in life, because you're talking about something. I'm a former drug addict. I've been clean for 15 years. I'm justice impacted.
Congratulations.
I have a felony. So I had those adversities that I had to overcome. I don't have, I mean, I've been to college, but I don't have a college degree. I have a
Mhm.
college education. I just never finished. So I had
Right.
all these barriers, and I knew the only way that I was going to make it to have any type of measurable success in the city of Abilene, I learned early on it's about who you know and
Mhm.
not what you know.
That's right.
And and this is what we're talking about when it comes to game. I'm
Yeah.
not going to gatekeep. I'm an open book. You got a question, you want to learn, I'll teach you.
Mhm.
But Abilene is about what you know, or who you know, not what you know. So networking is king in the city of Abilene. It's king. It's like 130,000 people here. If you meet at least 2,500 of them, you good. And you can do that through networking through Abilene Chamber of Commerce. They have networking events where it's Morning Edge or Business After Hours.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Abilene Black Chamber of Commerce. So we have our quarterly events. We have a Juneteenth celebration coming up that we're working with Let Us Breathe.
Yeah.
All of these are opportunities to connect, pass out business cards. If you're shy, you're a wallflower, get you 25 business cards. You give 25 people your business cards and you don't leave until you do that. Once you do that, you're out.
That's
But you
right.
got to network in the city of Abilene if you want to have some type of measurable success.
Yeah, and make sure you order your business cards from Red Alpha Custom Printing.
Yes.
Our designs are the best anyway, so it's that's just some friendly advice there. But yeah, I mean you're right. Networking and so growing up, not what you know, who you know had kind of like a negative like connotation to it. It's like
Hmm.
it kind of meant like if you're from like the other side of the tracks like I am, from the poor neighborhoods, and I mean good people there, but it's like the mindset that you have whenever you're growing up. you know, from that background, it's like it's not what you know, it's who you know. And
Hmm.
so people start thinking, well, then I guess because I wasn't, you know, I wasn't born in a family that has money, or you know, I was raised in this neighborhood like that I guess that means that I can't make it in life. And you know, and so I think that people still are getting taught that, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's you got to know people. That's not a bad thing. It's like just go meet some people, and you'll find that there's strangers out there, right,
Hmm.
that will support you sometimes even better than the people that you're related to.
That part.
Yeah,
That part.
yeah, and it's like
100%.
so, and you don't know that until you start meeting people, and
Yeah.
then you start realizing that we're all just really trying to make it, put food on the table,
You
and do
got to
the
put
best that we
yourself
can.
out there.
Yeah,
You got to put yourself out there. And like I said, with me not having a college education, being a felon, being a former drug addict, the odds were against me.
yeah,
The statistics show that people like me do not succeed at
yeah,
all. I didn't get my GED until I was 32.
yeah, yeah,
So, like I said, someone told me once that if you have five rich people around you, you're going to be the sixth rich person, the
yeah,
richest person. If
yeah,
you put five dummies around you, you're going to be the sixth dummy. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
about your circle. It's about who you surround yourself with. It's about
that's
who
it.
you feel comfortable
Hmm.
kicking ideas with,
Yeah,
being open with, being innovative with. Not somebody
yeah,
that's gonna be like, oh, that's stupid, oh, that's crazy, oh, that's weird. You need someone that's gonna be like, man, yeah, I like that, and you should also do this and do that. Like, you
yeah,
need people that are gonna cultivate that environment that you need to be successful. It's great to be successful on your own,
yeah,
but 100% of how this world works, you need somebody else to give you that chance,
for sure.
because it was somebody that gave that person that chance, and they looking for somebody to get that chance to as well. So
That's
that's
right.
why it's
Pay it
important
forward.
to
Pay it
network.
forward, basically. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's where we're kind of as a company we're kind of getting into that like I guess that phase in our business. You know, it's like I'm starting to look towards the next generation.
Hmm.
We got a
We got to.
new installer that's about to start, and so it's kind of a, you know, it's happy, but it's also sad because it's like, you know, for the longest I've been the one that's kind of doing everything, and
Hmm.
handing off my baby to somebody else. You know, it's kind of you know, I don't know, my emotions are kind of all over the place, and
It's
my
scary. It's scary, but
my
the
son is about to
responsible
join
thing
us.
to do is what you're doing now.
Yeah, my son is about to join us later on in the year, and so it's just one of those things. I'm going to pass over the reins to him. They're going to take it to new heights and new levels, and I guess I'll have to learn how to play golf or maybe create content like you know, that way I can stay busy, you know. But that's
Yeah.
the goal. Let me see. I got another one here. No, actually, that's it. Is there
Okay.
anything else? So we really didn't even talk about the. I mean, I know how to connect with you and how to you know, volunteer at the Salvation Army, but is there anything that you guys are maybe doing right now that you want people to know, or you know, anything that they can, you know, what type of donations that you guys are looking for, or
Yeah, well,
anything like that?
a lot of people don't realize that the Salvation Army, we also have kids. We have
Hmm.
children that stay with us. At any given time, we'll have 6 to 8 families that stay with the Salvation Army off of Butternut. And, a lot of people don't know that right in front of that shelter on Butternut, on 1726 Butternut Street, there's a bus stop, an AISD, Abilene Independent School District bus stop
Hmm.
right there in front of the shelter that those kids get off of and have to make their way into that shelter, a place
Hmm.
that they temporarily are calling home. And
Yeah.
a lot of people tend to forget that we do shelter children. So guess what? We're coming up on the end of the school year, you
Hmm.
know. So we're gonna have some extra mouths to feed during the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Once we get through June and July, we got back to school. We need school
Hmm.
supplies. We need
Yeah.
kiddos. The kiddos gonna need scissors and glue and construction paper and Kleenex and all those things that we needed as kids. So I like for people to be mindful. Of course, we like to take care of the adults. We like
Yeah.
to take care of our people, but we always tend to overlook that we have to take care of those kids too, because
Yeah, for
we
sure.
want to make sure that we're keeping the kids as innocent as possible.
Yeah.
The adults deserve help too, but in the way I feel about it, as adults, we've had our opportunity to make decisions, to
Yeah.
make life choices, and go the
Yeah.
paths that we go. Those
Yeah.
kids have not had that opportunity yet. So it's our job to protect them, keep them secure, wrap around them, and provide them whatever they need to have some sense of normalcy when they go to school and when they come home. So anybody that wants to donate anything like that, where it's lunch meat, bread, juice boxes, Capri Suns, or scissors, construction paper, whatever the case may be, we take all that kind of stuff too.
For sure. We're gonna write some of that stuff down, and my wife likes to. Even before I even knew it, she was getting what was that thing she would get and buy a gift during Christmas. It's
Angel tree.
Yeah, the angel tree.
Yes,
And she would
sir.
do that. I didn't even know. It was like, and then whenever we went to that function that dinner that you guys invited us to, I was like, she said, "Oh yeah, I do this every year," and I'm like, I didn't even know that you did it.
Yeah.
But it's cool that's just the heart that she has, and
Yeah.
and she softened my heart, So now we're looking for ways that we can help people.
Yeah. And
Must be
on that
getting-
note, we are having our Doing the Most Good luncheon on May 14th, next Thursday. There's going to be live music. It's going to be food. There's going to be an opportunity to network. If you and your wife would like to come down, we would love to have you as our guest on us. We invite you to come out. My next door neighbor is Cheyenne Pitts. He's a local artist, country artist, and has a voice like gold honey. The man can sing. I'm not even in the country music, but this man got me listening to his stuff because that's how good he is. So please come out. Enjoy Cheyenne Pitts. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the networking and the community, and just sit back and enjoy some of the community impact stories and testimonies that the Salvation Army Abilene has to offer our fair city.
Yeah, count us in, man. Send me the information through email, and then we'll make that commitment to go, and we'll clear our schedule.
I'll bring it when I come get the guitar. I'll bring the invite.
Okay. Sounds good, sir. All right, Andre. Well, I appreciate you for taking the time, man. We wanted to bring you on because I know that you got a pretty good following here locally, and then probably even outside of Abilene. But I wanted to bring you on so that maybe some of your audience can kind of, see that a few of us here in Abilene are trying to put on a show that is going to benefit the community. So even if you're not into cars or you're not into paint jobs or anything automotive. Or raps or anything like that, think about the community. There's going to be people there, and the people are there, even though they're car enthusiasts, they're also families, right? Their kids are in schools, and some of them may be, clients of yours or whatever, participants in the Salvation Army, and that's just how it goes. And you never know, who you're going to run into at a car show, and so we feel privileged, to set up and. Sure, we want to promote our business, but making the connections with people that maybe we don't already know, to me, that's kind of a bigger motivation to do it. But if you're not doing anything on Saturday, I got an extra ticket for you. Just let me know, and if it's you and a guest, and we'll make sure that you guys get in. Just let me know if you're interested.
Yes, sir.
All right, Andre. Well, I appreciate you, man. We'll see you tomorrow when you pick up that guitar.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on all his profiles on TikTok, everything. This man raps everything for the Salvation Army. He's a good dude. I love Red Alpha, and I can't say enough to this community about how good this man is and how good of work him and his wife do for the city of Abilene.
Appreciate it, man. I can hear that all day. I never get tired of people saying good things, but I appreciate that. You have a good night, sir.
You too, man.
All right. So we're while Andre's clicking off, we're gonna wrap it up. We got one more guest. I'm not sure if he's gonna be available. Mr. Zay doesn't seem like he's going to make it, and so Zay is going to be the host. He did let me know that they have some video shoots, and so Zay is also one of the performers. This Saturday. So they got some things to do, and so I knew he was already a busy man, so I wasn't really holding my breath. But it's one of those things to where it's like we were hoping that we can get on, so that way he can kind of give his perspective, of it. And so he's going to be the host. So if those of you guys who don't know Zay Pacino, like Al Pacino, he's definitely a part of the community. He's kind of like an entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. He's got his own barber shop. He's got his own line of clothing that he's selling at his shop. You know, he does music and just kind of you know, he's definitely in that scene. So whenever I found out that Zay was hosting the show, I was like, all right, well, this is gonna be cool because at least I know somebody. I know Zay from back at church, from New Life Temple. You know, it's like he was actually one of the people that would come to my Sunday school class and then the men's classes that I used to teach, and so me and Zay go way back, if you want to call it. And so it's just pretty cool to know that you know, some of the people that I you know, used to you know, we kind of served together in the church. I remember the Blessed Hands ministry that he used to have. You know, and we try to help out just as much as we can as far as a company, but then also you know, the personal connection, just kind of giving advice you know, to him and being there for him whenever he needed. Because I mean, you know, it's kind of hard out there, and so what I've tried to do is be an inspiration to people, speak life to people whenever I have a chance, and sometimes, you know, maybe you don't need life being spoken into you, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm kind of wired to do that, right? And if you guys follow us, you know that my wife and I, we host a local show, podcast that we call the Red Off a Mugshot Monday podcast. And you know, we kind of, we get together on Mondays. We talk about, you know, what we did on the weekend, some projects that we're working on currently, you know, over a cup of coffee. Sometimes you're gonna see me with a red cup of coffee like this. You know, other times you're gonna see me with a brand new coffee mug that I purchased, you know, out of town, whether it's Austin or Lubbock, whenever we go visit our kids. We love talking about our kids and our grandkids, the lives that they're going on. We also have a brand called Showmates, and you know, we love watching shows. We're watching a show called From right now, and I'm looking forward to that next episode because it's getting crazy. I don't know who's watching that. I don't really talk to people that besides my kids. I got two kids that are into it, besides me and my wife, but none of our friends on Facebook really share anything about it. So I kind of feel alone when it comes to the shows, right? But man, if you haven't tuned into that show, it's on MGM, or if you have Prime, you can watch it through there. But man, that is a good show from start to finish. It's from the same writers of Lost. So if you enjoyed that show, then you're definitely gonna love From. But you know, as I wrap this up, just wanted to remind you guys, if you're just tuning in on TikTok, or if you're just tuning in here on our Facebook page or on YouTube, you know, we wanted to go live to kind of help promote the Mayo Mayhem Super Car Show that is going on this Saturday at the Civic Center here in Abilene, Texas. They're going to have you know, some entertainment, have a bunch of vehicles that are going to be signing up. I actually have a couple of my customers that are going to be you know, posting up, and we're going to try to, you know, represent the rap industry. And so you know, if we don't win the best rap in the show, I'm also going to get my feelings hurt. So I need the best rap in show, and then I also need the best you know, trade show setup. I need to win that one too, because it would be a tragedy. It would be a tragedy because that's what we do. And so anyway, so it's like the car show, come out, spend a little money, buy some stuff, get to know some of the companies that are going to be there. You know, check out some of the car clubs. You know, the vehicles that are there. Vote, and also, you know, just as a reminder, we are going to raffle off 3 separate print. Print items. You know, one of them is going to be a custom wrap hood. And if you guys are following us on any of the social media channels, you can kind of see our work. We're going to do a hood, we're going to do a tailgate, and we're going to do a rear window. And so now hoods, anybody can do hoods, but like if you own a business, I tell you what, the rear window and the tailgate, that's prime real estate when it comes to your business, right? And so it doesn't have to be a custom design like, you know, an individual. It can be a business. So you can enter in there. You can enter. You know, you go. It's just one entry, but you can click all 3 things. And so we're going to put your name, you know, in each category, one per category. And then if you win, we'll coordinate with you on the design and time frame and all that stuff. But it's going to be free, right? And so, and you can only win one, So we're going to have one winner per item, and it's going to be a free custom design from us and a printed and install. So if you haven't registered already, go to our website. It's rawraps.redacp.com, and right there on the front page, you'll see the registration form, and we got some other little links. That way you can see our gallery. You can connect with us in other ways. Go register. Man, we're probably like way over 100 right now registrants. I don't know. We got a whole bunch of people, so but it's not too late. You can register all the way up until tomorrow at midnight. That is Friday at midnight. After that, any entries that are coming in after that, we're not going to count you. So because we gotta tally it up, we got to make sure that all the names are on the tickets or the app that we're going to use, and we're going to announce the winner at the show. Now you don't have to be at the show to claim your prize, but what we are going to ask is that if we call your name, right, because we're going to be doing a live stream at the show as well, right? Maybe not the whole entire show. We might, do a live stream, every couple hours or whatever. But whenever we announce the winner, we're definitely going to go live, and so what we ask is that you call us or message us, to claim the prize, right? Because if you're not going to claim the prize, we're just going to give it to somebody else. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that, maybe tomorrow or right before the show or at the show. We just want to make people that, the winners, that we want you to engage and just kind of let us know, hey, yeah, I'm definitely coming or whatever. If you're at the show, we definitely want you to come up to our booth and claim your prize, right? So other than that, I think that I've already hit everything that we needed to talk about tonight, for the car show. Make sure that you come by our booth. You won't be able to miss us. We're going to have the best booth in the whole show. So, I mean, if you miss us, then it's either because I didn't show up or you're blind, right? But we're going to be there. We'll have some stuff. I'm hoping to have some squeegees for our Rat Food Academy. Have those there. We're going to be, my wife and I are going to be suited up in our Rat Food gear. We'll have our banners and our booth and our tablecloth and some candy maybe. We'll have some business cards that we're printing out just specifically for the car show with some cool things on it. QR code that'll take you to something cool on our website. And so yeah, that's about it. But connect with us on whatever social media channel that, if you're looking at the Riverside app, connect with us on all the social media channels, because we post our work regularly. Sometimes we do it on TikTok, sometimes we do it on Facebook, sometimes we do it on all of them, right? But that way you can kind of see our work. We are really responsive, on all social media channels. So if you need something wrapped, or we also do T-shirts and we do banners and signs and embroidery. We also do embroidery, and so whatever it is that you need for your company to so that you can brand your business, give us a call or send us a direct message in whatever social media channels that we're connected to, and like I like to say, we will help you out to the best of our abilities. But that's all for now. Have a good night, and be classy, Abilene. Let me end it here.